hey look, give me good crops, I've named my child after you, even though they're a boy, but we're calling them that anyway. Hello name nerds, my name is Patrick and welcome to Fun with First Names, where each week we're looking into the meaning, origin and some extra fun facts behind one specific first name. And this week we are looking into the first name of Dimitri. But before we begin, I need to say a huge thank you to my most recent patrons and recent super thanks. A huge thank you to new patrons, Feline Pollard and Patrick Bushell. Thank you guys both so much, especially you, Patrick. It's really great to have another Patrick on board. Patreon is the best way to support Name Explained financially. If you can justify donating $1 or $2 a month, you get ad-free videos, exclusive content, a chance to say what names I explained here on the channel, your name at the end of all of these videos, and it just makes me very happy. Like, Name Explained wouldn't be able to exist in the form it does without people like you donating on Patreon, and honestly just $1 or $2 a month helps in a huge way. If enough people donate just a little amount, we'll be fine forever. Forever? Yeah, forever, why not? But also, if you don't want to commit to a monthly donation, consider leaving a super thanks. They can be left on YouTube down in the comments below, and I've got a load of them recently, so thank you to one Alois Pashke, apologies for my pronunciation, Samir Marino, Robin Renee, Sage Valley, John Zagure, John Zengari, once again, for pronunciation, and Russ Garcia. I think Russ Garcia is also a patron as well, or was a patron, so thank you so much. Yeah, super thanks are amazing. They're a great way to make a one-time donation to the channel and just help out as well. So go check out those things if you want to, if you can afford to. Cool, let's go on to today's video. Oh, my voice broke a little bit at the end, that sounded emotional. Anyway, on with today's name of Dimitri, and I want to start off by saying that there are so many names here in the world that derive from the names of gods or goddesses, mainly from like Greek and Roman mythology, sometimes Norse mythology, but yeah, there's loads of names that come straight from the gods to us. For example, we fairly recently talked about the name Martin and how it derives from the god of Mars, but that isn't the only one. There's also a name like Athena, and that isn't even adapted in any way. Athena was literally the name of one of the gods, and we use it for silly little humans today, because we are silly little humans compared to the big mighty gods, I suppose. Most of the time, the sex of the god kind of denotes the gender of the name as well. Take a name like Martin, that comes from the god of Mars, as we just mentioned. Mars was a male god, so the name Martin is male as well. This isn't always the case, however, and a great example of this not being the case is of course with the name we're talking about today, Dimitri. Now, Dimitri is a very Slavic name, being popular in places like Russia or Poland or many other Slavic parts of the world. However, its origins aren't in the Slavic language. It actually comes from ancient Greek. Dimitri is simply the Slavic form of the Greek name Demetrius, and I think Demetrius as a name unto itself is still somewhat popular today. I feel like I've heard of people being called Demetrius in this day and age, so even though it's an ancient Greek name, it still has quite a bit of popularity to this day. And this Greek name of Demetrius means follower of Demeter, and Demeter was of course a Greek goddess. She was the goddess of the harvest. She was worshipped by farmers. They would pray to her in hopes that their crops would be bountiful and healthy. You know, that's kind of stuff. Like, that's what I'd do if I was a farmer in ancient Greece, I guess. Just pray to the gods that it would work out. And as I said, Demeter was a goddess. She was she. And I imagine farmers would have named their kids in ode to her as something of a offering to say, hey look, give me good crops, I've named my child after you, even though they're a boy, but we're calling them that anyway. Then of course, over the years, this name of Demetrius found its way into the Slavic speaking world, and it was adapted into that name of Dimitri, which this video is all about. So yeah, this is actually a rare case of a female god forming a male name. That really doesn't happen all that much. But I know what you're thinking. Many male names have since gone on to have female versions of those names created, like while we have Martin as a male name, we have Martina as a female name. This isn't the case for Dimitri, however. As far as I could tell, there isn't a female form of that name of Dimitri. It's solely a male name. If there is, let me know down in the comments. I might not have seen it on my very crude research for these videos. But if there is, please go let me know down below. You guys know a lot more about this than I do half the time. But that original ancient Greek name of Demetrius does have a female form. That being the name Demetria, which makes sense. That's kind of how we form female names from male names, just add an A on the end and see what happens, like we saw with Martina. I just think it's really cool to have a male name from female roots. That's so different and unique, and I love it. I think we should have more names like this. Let's name more men after women and just see what happens. But then again, do we really care that much about the gender of names? Name whoever, whatever really. That's the general fun with first names mantra. Who cares about gender? Who cares about names, I suppose? That'll go down well in the comments. Dimitri is the 987th most popular boy's name in the USA, and I was surprised to see it in the top 1000 in the USA. I guess there's enough people from that neck of the woods with those sort of origins to want to use it as a name there, and that's really cool. Even if they're not from that neck of the woods, not from Slavic families, they might just like the name, and that's fine too. You can be named whatever, whoever. We did this whole spiel. It accounts for languages and people from different parts of the world as well. That's once again the name explain mantra. But also in the UK, not in the top 1000, and it seems, yeah, this name isn't all that popular. In the UK, it would seem, at least England anyway. And then I did try and look for where it ranked in other sort of Slavic parts of the world, like Russia, like Poland, like Croatia. Couldn't find those information out there. Once again, if you guys know where I could find the popularity of names from those parts of the world, that'd be great. Famous Dimitris include one Dmitri Mendeleev. Now, you probably remember him from your chemistry classes. He invented the modern periodic table that we still use to this day. He's quite a big deal in the science world, to say the least. But there's also one Dmitri Anodlikin. Apologies about pronunciation there. Slavic languages aren't my formality. There's a word I'm looking for there. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, basically I'm not good with languages, despite running a channel about languages, as I say all the time. He is a chess grandmaster. Chess is super popular at the moment. I don't know why, maybe because of that show, The Queen's Gambit. Didn't watch it, I'm sure it's good, I've heard it's very good. But yeah, chess is really in vogue at the moment, which is cool. Like, out of anything that could be popular at the moment, like in the last few years, eating Tide Pods was popular. Yeah, chess, that's a cool thing to be popular, I guess. Yeah, and he's one of the best at it. And we also have Dimitri Payet, and he is a football player. And of course, when I say football, I mean, you know, the one that actually has a ball-shaped ball and actually uses your feet, not the S word, not that one. But anyway, that's just about everything you guys need to know about the name Dimitri. But what are your thoughts on this name? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you know anyone with the name Dimitri? Are you called Dimitri yourself? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, I just want to share some of the thoughts you guys had on last week's name of Layla. Dixon said, Layla is a popular name in England and the USA because of the song by Eric Clapton, I would think. How interesting. I'm not that familiar with Eric Clapton. Like, yeah, maybe I should listen to some of his stuff. I've heard he's quite popular. I don't know. But yeah, lots of people let me know they had a song named Layla. Maybe I should go listen to that song to begin things, I imagine. Nicholas Erdale said, Nadia is another example of a name that originated in Arabic but is now popular in European languages. That's so fascinating. I didn't know that. I would have once again presumed Nadia wouldn't have been from Arabic origins. It does kind of have that "ia" sound to it, maybe Greek or Latin or maybe Slavic like the rest of these, like the name Dimitri we talked about today. No idea that was Arabic. Thank you very much for sharing that. Did I check it was true? No, I'm just depending on the kinds of strangers for this one. Go let me know if Nicholas was lying down in the comments below, but I have faith in Nicholas. I have faith in you, mate. And Theron Gillian the Jr. said, yeah, the Arabian Nights book is properly titled Af Layla wa Layla, or 1001 Nights. So that makes all the sense in the world, because as we mentioned, the name Layla means night in Arabic, and the most famous nights in Arabic is of course the Arabian Nights. It's called, so that name is represented in the name of those beloved stories. Man, I'd love to read the Arabian Nights. Like, go tell me your favourite Arabian Nights story down in the comments below. Obviously Aladdin, Sinbad, really cool. I swear my dad once told me there was a story in the Arabian Nights about like an emperor or a sultan who does a fart. And he's so embarrassed he has to hide for like 50 years and he comes back and does a fart again. That might have just been my dad teasing me now that I say it out loud, but maybe it's true. Let me go, no. If my dad was just being silly, down in the comments below as well, please, thanks. Last week I asked for a Slavic name, and this week I'm going to ask for a name of South Asian origin. There are so many languages down in South Asia. I'm not going to pick one in particular, but you know, a name popular somewhere like India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, that neck of the woods, you know, the Indian subcontinent as it's also known as to a degree. Just a name popular there, name popular in India, name popular in Sri Lanka. Just go fill the comments with names of that origin down below. And I will pick 3 of those names to be put into a poll exclusively for my patrons to vote on. And then the winning name from that poll will be the name covered in the next Fun with First Names video. So if you enjoy the channel, want to help support it, and have a say in what names I explained, maybe maybe go check out Patreon if you want to. I should probably try and figure out how to actually promote Patreon, because I think this just comes off as beggy and needy and you guys are all sick of me saying it. But I don't know, I just like to be honest with you guys, because Patreon does help out amazingly and you get loads of extra goodies for that, ad-free videos, exclusive content, chance to say what names get explained, your name in these videos. I don't think that's too bad for $1 a month. I think there's a lot, maybe there's something better you could spend $1 a month on. I don't know, go tell me what you would rather spend $1 a month on than my Patreon. If you can't think of it, that means you have to join the Patreon, I'm afraid. I'm going to come to your door and be like, yo, give me $1 and we'll all go home happy, I suppose. Patreon.com, that was weird, patreon.com/name explain. There'll be a link down below, thank you. But anyway, that's more than enough from myself. Don't forget to go follow me on Instagram, where Name Explain YT, and don't forget to go join the Facebook group Friends of Name Explain, where you can chat with myself and many other name nerds. Okay all, take care. Should we get on with this? Hope you had a lovely Easter. It was a great time. Just sat there and ate chocolate eggs. Fantastic. And my latest... My hair's gone weird. I shouldn't just wash it beforehand. It's gone all puffy and weird. And why talking? What am I saying here? For example, case is of course Gracia Auto sort of Drake. I can't speak today, Amber. Her children. Let's try again. He was all about. Look at this. What's this doing? Get back there. This is a rare case. Oh, again, because my eyes got wandering. Famous. Sorry, I've gone all low. But it's now popular in European languages. My voice went at the end there. Alalia walalia. That was awful. Let me do it again. Did you stop? Did I hit stop? Let's find out. Maybe I hit stop. Are you alive?